So today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve gorgeous glowing skin in just 5 minutes. It's all about a great moisturiser, bright under eyes, and finally finishing off with that pop of highlight to give you that glowing skin effect. I'm going to be starting with vitamin-enriched face base, which is a great product to instantly brighten, hydrate, moisturise the skin, and of course it is your primer all in one. Just taking a pea-size amount all over the face. Focusing on my drier areas first, which is just the cheeks and along the jawline there. And then because it is oil-free, I'm going to be using the rest down the T-zone as well. Next, I'm going to go in with corrector. Now, corrector is brilliant to banish any darkness underneath the eye, which I find for any late nights or early mornings, this is a brilliant lifesaver. So I'm just taking it on the inner corner of the eye. Using my concealer blender brush, I can really build up that coverage. I don't want to go all the way to the outer corner, and that's a really good tip because if you don't need a lot of makeup in the outer corner, you don't want to overload it with too much product because it's not always the most flattering area to be layering up product. So I'm just going to keep it into the inner corner and use my finger to blend that out. And as you can see, the corrector is more of a pinky tone, which just ensures that you don't see any of that blueness coming through. From there, you can go and layer concealer on top. Next, I'm going to be using a product that I can't live without, and this is the Instant Full Cover Concealer that I'm going to be taking just in a few dots underneath the eye. It's quick, it's easy, and it's great to keep in your makeup bag. I'm just applying underneath the eye in a few dots, and you can use a brush, but I love to just use my fingers to press that in and keep it really simple for day-to-day wear. I love to apply corrector concealer first because I find it just brightens up the darkest area on most of our faces, which is the under eye. And then in turn you find that actually you don't need to use half as much foundation anywhere else. I'm just blending that down just to the top of my cheekbone to not only give you that nice amount of coverage, but also just to act as a brightness and highlighter on the cheekbone as well. Next, I'm going to be going in with foundation, and I'm going to be using the Skin Longwear Weightless, which gives you 16 hours of gorgeous natural coverage all day long. I'm going to be using the full coverage face brush, which I love to apply on myself by just taking 2 pumps onto the skin, and I often tend to just dot it around the face, just because it's nice and easy in the mornings, and buff that through. Now, key thing here is always start from the centre of the face, where often we do need the most coverage, and then I'm just blending out so it almost looks like a tinted moisturiser around the edge of the face. Key tip here as well is if you sweep on the skin, you'll get a nice natural finish. If you kind of buff or blot on the skin, you'll notice you'll be able to get a full coverage from it. I love to pair this with the Skin Foundation Stick, and that's because it will just give you full coverage in the areas where you want it so that you don't go in for everywhere and get a mask-like effect with your foundation. I love to take this just in the areas where I need a little more. So, for instance, redness in the cheeks, nose and chin, or whether it's a blemish, pigmentation, or any discoloration on the rest of the face, just going in with the stick in those areas only really help you get the coverage where you want it. I also love to keep this in my handbag and touch up throughout the day because it's just so convenient and easy for quick makeup on the go. To keep that gorgeous glow in the skin and to set my foundation, I'm going to be using the Nude Finish Illuminating Powder. Now, this is great because it doesn't look like a heavy matte powder. In fact, it keeps the glow to the skin without looking shimmery and giving you that soft, even tone throughout that ensures your makeup stays on all day long. And to finish this look, because it's all about glow, how could I not use the highlighting powder? Now I'm using Pink Glow to give us that nice, healthy, dewy flush across the cheekbone, but notice how it almost looks like watery skin versus high shimmer. Really important to find a beautiful formula like this so that it just looks like you've had a facial versus having too much makeup on. I'm going to take it across the cheeks And you can also use it on the eyes for an added touch of colour. And finally, just to highlight your features, you can apply a touch just down the nose, around the sides of the mouth, and the Cupid's bow.